episode of Flashy Flavors. Today, me and
Todd,
we're gonna make an amazing pizza dough with the same sourdough starter that we made in the first episode, in the very first episode of Flashy Flavors. So if you guys remember, we used a 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of water, and some 2 teaspoons of yeast. And this is the result. Now we're gonna upload more pictures so you can see it. Now we're gonna use half of this to make our pizza, and it's gonna be a gluten-free pizza. And for that we need 2 cups of flour that we have here, that Todd is showing you. And then I actually don't even measure the water, because the water changes the quantity of water that actually the pizza and the flour absorbs depends on the weather, the temperature. Here in Buffalo, in the last few days, we got a very cold weather, so we actually don't know how much water is gonna absorb. So what we decide, we're gonna actually add the flour, the yeast, a little bit of sugar, that's very important, and the water, and then we're just gonna keep adding water, 1 cup at a time, to see how much it absorbs.
absolutely.
So let's start adding half of the.
I'm glad I get to be the guy adding this.
Yes, yeah. Actually, we're very excited. Okay, we're perfectly with that. And so now, guys, you remember what we said in the other episode? Whatever we take off the yeast, we're gonna substitute it again. So basically, you can keep that forever. So we use not too much. We're gonna measure how much we took off. So what we take out. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna add the same quantity that we take out of flour and the same quantity of water. We're gonna just stir it a little bit, and then we're gonna save it.
And that way you always have the sourdough.
Yeah, you always have it
starter
ready
whenever you want to make a dough.
Yeah, whenever you want to make a dough. So then you want to experiment with different strains of yeast. But you know, we use like quite good yeast from the supermarket and flour. And for that, we also use like a gluten-free flour. So you know, it should be okay. So okay, let's now move on to the.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some water here.
Yeah, he's gonna get some water. In the meantime, we're gonna add what we got into the bowl, and we're gonna start with a cup, like Todd just did. Perfect. Then we're gonna add a little bit of salt. What you do, usually you don't mix salt with the yeast, so that's why the yeast was under, and then the salt went on top, and then just a teaspoon of sugar. Just a little bit. I'm gonna get a teaspoon here.
I've got it right here, Ben.
Oh, perfect. Okay, see, guys, this is all live, real time, so we're.
And hey, when it comes to making dough and things like that, we'll use Ben's measurements and not mine. We're gonna actually go ahead and.
Yes, we might end up with a 20-25 pizzas. Like we're gonna end up.
You
with.
tell me when, Ben.
Oh, that's perfect. Yes. Thank you for using my measures today.
Yes, I would have probably used 3 times as much.
Yeah, maybe he already used the whole jar, honestly. Okay, so we're gonna add this to the mixer, and we're gonna need.
And you guys have a. It's going to be really something special when you see our blender in action here. Ben, would you like to tell them a little bit about the blender?
Oh yeah, the blender is it's crazy, this blender. So we had actually a problem with this blender and we burned it out. Okay, let's just call it the way it is. And because we burned it out, I just said, hey, we should try and fix it. So we open up the blender and we actually, how you call it, blender or mixer, Todd? Mixer, maybe it's better.
Mixer, yeah.
Mixer. Yes. So,
it's definitely a mixer.
Yes. So
whether we're in Italy or we're in America, it is a mixer.
So, and then I removed the dialer because that was broken, and then I connect the engine directly to the power supply.
Basically what we have is a 1-speed mixer. It's on and it's on fast.
So just brace yourself, guys.
Okay, now work the dough. We're gonna gonna let it rest and rise for a couple of hours, and then we're gonna go ahead and we'll make our pizza. Okay, after a couple of hours, the dough's come out. Ben's worked it over. He's rolled it out, and
now it's
now
ready.
he's going to.
So actually, a very nice dough.
Put it on the.
We're gonna put it in the pan. Yes.
You know, it's interesting. This pizza pan that we're using is actually it's a cast iron pan. We actually were out and found it. It's quite old, antique. We brought it home and restored it and re-seasoned it. So never made a pizza on it. So kind of anxious to see how it turns out. Let's get a little thicker there than that.
Yes.
What do you think?
Yes, let's make it.
Yeah, I mean, you're the Italian, so you.
Yeah, I know,
You're
but
the one making the crust.
this is an Italian-American fusion, so we're gonna make it perfect. Okay, perfect. So now we're just gonna flip it like this and make sure that we got the. Todd, can you get me please some flour?
Some flour.
It's just right there. So we don't want to get sticky on the pan, so we're gonna add some flour under. Perfect. And we're just gonna add it, just adjust it a little bit. And, I know, he does that. That's a good luck sign, actually. You know, he does that all the time. I cannot leave you alone with the flour.
No, I know.
Okay, perfect. So here we're gonna add our tomato. So this is just a tomato from a can that we like. So what you wanna do, you wanna add it in the center here, and then you wanna spread it with your spoon. You don't wanna add too much tomato. Also, because if you add too much tomato, you're gonna have a very
Your
wet.
dough's gonna be kind of soggy.
Kind of saggy.
Yeah,
So we wanna more crunchy. So you want to just add, this is quite a big pizza, so you want to add a little bit more.
Ben, while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and preset our, preheat our oven to, I guess, preheat it to 525.
Perfect, yeah, you need the
as
highest
hot as
temperature.
you can go.
Yeah, as high as you can go. And then...
You know what, Ben, I'm going to flash it up a little bit here, a little bit of olive oil.
Voila.
Just a little bit.
Olive oil. And then what we're gonna do, we have fresh mozzarella that we're actually gonna shred on top. So we're gonna do that. You don't wanna put the mozzarella in big chunks because otherwise it doesn't get cooked under. So what you're gonna do in the oven, you're gonna make sure that the mozzarella gets cooked under, and once it's cooked, it's actually, you can eat it. Otherwise, if you put a big chunk of mozzarella, it's not gonna get cooked under. You're making a beautiful margarita.
Wow, that's perfect, Ben.
Yes, thank you. And then Todd is gonna flush it up a little bit.
Just gonna hit it with a little bit of Parmesan cheese, just a little bit. I don't know, just because I like it.
Just a little bit, and then we're gonna finish with some basil. We're gonna add it here, and then this pizza goes in the oven for, I would say, 10 minutes, 525 degrees. And then we'll show you how it looks. And here we have the final result. Isn't it beautiful?
Boy, it sure looks good.
Yes, we added some more Parmesan cheese on top at the end after we took it off of the oven, and here it is. So thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and like our video, and see you next time.